Ottawa's police chief has resigned following intense criticism of how he handled the occupation in Ottawa. The announcement comes as the federal government releases new details about why it's invoked the Emergency Measures Act to give police new powers to end the demonstrations. The feds say those same powers helped end the blockade on Alberta's border with the U.S. today, as well as one in British Columbia. Matt Ingram has more.
After 19 days of occupation in Ottawa, a change in leadership.
Chief Peter Sloly is no longer employed with the Ottawa Police Service.
Ottawa Police Chief Peter Sloly has resigned amid intense criticism of the Ottawa Police's response to the demonstrators. The Police Services Board says Deputy Chief Steve Bell will be interim chief and a new permanent replacement will be announced soon.
As this is a labor relations matter, no further comment will be made.
Sloly was not at the public meeting but released a statement saying, "Since the onset of this demonstration, I have done everything possible to keep this city safe and put an end to this unprecedented and unforeseeable crisis." Mayor Jim Watson released a statement saying he supports the resignation. It had become clear that many members of the police board, city council, and the general public were not satisfied with the response of the police.
There was really a paralysis in terms of the reaction to a very volatile and often dangerous situation.
Meantime, the government published new details explaining the reasons behind yesterday's invocation of the Emergencies Act, stating the border blockades and Ottawa occupation, as well as the vow of some participants to use serious violence for a political or ideological objective, threatens Canadian security. The government also cites the negative impact on the economy and the breakdown of the supply chain to and from the U.S.
We obviously depend on our law enforcement to now enforce the laws that the government has written.
Public Safety Minister Marco Mendicino acknowledged the resignation today, saying Ottawa Police, RCMP and OPP will work together through a new integrated command centre, utilizing new powers granted under the Emergencies Act to end the occupation.
That includes declaring certain zones as being prohibited for assembly.
The invocation of the act was criticized by interim Conservative leader Candice Bergen.
Isn't it true that the Prime Minister's actions could serve to actually make things worse?
The situation requires additional tools not held by other federal, provincial or territorial law.
Acting Chief Steve Bell says police have reached a turning point in dealing with the convoy, saying there is a plan to end the occupation, but he wouldn't say what it was publicly because it's an operational matter. Matt Ingram, CHCH News.